Alright, what's going on, guys? It's GSR here. So, welcome to part 1 of understanding Kano's down 1. So, we're going to use one of my favorite characters, which is Fujin, right? So, I love Fujin a lot as a character. Always been a huge fan of him. I was thinking about using him in this game. Haven't really decided yet. So, anyway, um, when Kano goes for his double down 1, why would he do this, right? What is his options off of this? Like, why would a Kano player, right? Why would a Kano player walk up, you know, and go for a double down 1? What is the reason for this, right? The reason why a Kano player would do this is because you're going for this thing called an Abare. What an Abare is, there's two different meanings to it, but one of the meanings for it is that you're swinging while you're minus on block, or you're being reckless, pretty much, right? You're pressing a button despite the fact that you're minus on block. Now, there are disadvantages and there are advantages to doing an Abare, so you have to keep that in mind, right? Another thing, the reason why Kano would go for an Abare, especially in certain matchups like this, is because he can either trade with you, or he can beat out your normals completely. Now, if I was to go to a character like Scorpion, right? If I was to go to a character like Scorpion, actually, you know what? I'll do that. I'll do that. I was gonna show examples with Fujin, but it's better if I show Scorpion because Scorpion is a really good example for a lot of different reasons. So, the main reason why Scorpion is a good example is because he has really slow standing normals. So he would have to resort to poking, creating new neutral ground. He would have to flawless block Kano. Or he would just have to block just in general, or he could throw Kano, right? So let's check this out. If Kano goes for a double down 1, especially in this matchup, because this is probably really annoying for the Scorpion player. If Kano does this, why would he do this, right? Now, you have to keep in mind that it's very possible to go for a fatal blow, which I thought was very interesting, right? Now, what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to do this before I show all that extra shit. So if we let Kano do this, right? Kano's startup time is 7 frames and he's -6 on block. Okay, cool, right? So if we do 7 plus -6, that will come out at 13 frames. Okay, let's look at Scorpion's back 1. Kano is 1 frame faster than Scorpion because Scorpion's back 1 is 14 frames. Kano's second down 1 will no longer be 7 frames. It will come out at 13 frames. You get where I'm going with that? So watch this. He beat me out. Okay, cool. Let's check out the back 2. Okay, he'll beat me out by 2 frames. Let's see what happens. Nope. No, we can't go for that. Definitely can't go for this. This is 22 frames. If you do this, something's wrong with you. Look at that. Ooh, looks like Scorpion almost got away with that, though. You see that? But, doesn't work. Plus, Kano could possibly get an anti-air right there, it looks like. Now, this is the thing that I want to talk about. This normal right here, right? The forward 3 is 13 frames, so that means that we both will trade. Kano only gets like 2% damage, I think, off of that poke, and I get 5%. So pretty much there's like a 3, 4, 5, so that's a 3% difference. So this trade is in Scorpion's favor because he's getting a little bit more damage, but it's still not beneficial for Scorpion or Kano because both of the players, if they're playing at a high level, they definitely don't want to give up the advantage, but they definitely want something better than trading. You know what I mean? Like, they don't want just, oh, we traded. You know what I mean? So, technically, Scorpion wins this trade, but he doesn't win this trade, mainly because of the damage that he gets off of this. So, since Kano's second down 1 is 13 frames, if you look at our health bars, you see the difference. But this is still not beneficial to either player, because who really wants to keep trading like this? You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind. Now, Scorpion has a forward 4 that is 14 frames. Or, excuse me, a 16 frames. I'm thinking about a different character. It's 16 frames. So watch this. Kano's going to beat me out by 3 frames, and he gets a high hit advantage of 15 frames, and you don't know if he's going to throw you, or he's going to do this or do that. Alright, guys. So, since we know that Scorpion's normals are not going to necessarily work out, what is Scorpion's options here? Now, one more thing to take of note, though, is that if you go for a high, you will get beat out, right? I go for a high, I'm getting beat out. Go for the standing 2, I'm getting beat out. Like I said, we can trade, and my trade is better in a way because of the damage that I got on him, but it's still not beneficial to either player, right? Now, what is our options here, right? One of our options is that we can throw him. Now, this is very confusing for me, mainly because you would think that Kano would be able to avoid this, but for some weird reason, he's not able to. So it just seems like the regular throws in the game act as a mid in certain situations like this, which I think is very odd. But you'll see what I'm talking about. See, you can go for a throw if you predict that he's going to go for a double down line. So throwing in this game is very interesting to me because you're able to do something like this, which doesn't make any sense. But this is one of the options you have. Now, another option that you have is that you can go for a down 1, you can go for a down 3, you can go for a down 4. These frames start up a lot faster than other frames. Not only that, one is a mid and 2 of them are a low, right? So let's check it out. Yep, we beat him out. We beat him out, and that stuns him. He doesn't go anywhere, so that's actually really, really good. And it's 15 frames, too. That's really good for Scorpion. He can use those frames to move before the opponent can. And as you can clearly see here, right, we are able to do this. Now, obviously, the down 4 is probably not going to be the one that you're going to go for. It's mainly the down 1 or the down 3. Mainly the down 3, possibly, right? Now, a weird thing that you can do is you can teleport a Scorpion, but this will get you fucked up, so you might not want to do that. So let's look at his recovery real quick. It's 35 frames, so yeah, you'll get fucked up pretty bad if you do that. So we know that we can poke, we know that we can throw. Okay, so these options are looking pretty good. Now, another thing that you could do that's actually pretty risky is that you can flawless block Kano, right? If you do this, right, you have to understand that there's some risk, right? You can up 3 him and get a hit advantage of 10 frames. And you can also up to him, but it doesn't count as a punish, which is weird. But yeah, you can definitely do this. But mainly the up 3 seems like the real punish here, because it seems like if you go for the up 2, you're not going to get a real punish. Not unless the opponent tries to press a different button or something like that after the down 1. Then it might catch them off guard, depending on what they do, of course. Now, we know that we can flawless block, but then again, he can bait this and he can go for like a throw, right? Now, one of the biggest things to take of note, though, is that you don't necessarily have to sit right here. You don't have to hold block like this and stand your ground. You don't have to be like, okay, I'm going to stand my ground. I'm not just going to give you this free ground. You can, what is it called? You can create new neutral ground. You can surrender that ground where you are, and you can create new neutral ground, which opens up a really good opportunity for Scorpion to get a crushing blow or a complete whiff punish if he doesn't have access to his crushing blow off of his 4-3-4 string, right? So watch what I'm talking. Just watch. See that? See how simple that is? And a good portion of characters in this game can do this. And his recovery is 16 frames. So what does that mean? I have a 13 frame 4-3, and if I'm quick enough, this is my reward. I can go in and do whatever combo that I want. Another thing I can do is I can go for this. And as you can clearly see, that's pretty much what happens. And then, you know, you can do like whatever you want at that point, right? So just walking backwards gives Scorpion 2 really good options, as you can clearly see here, right? And some characters' options are better than other characters' options, so you need to keep this in mind. Some characters get better punishes than other characters, and that's just what it is. So, yeah, just keep this stuff in mind. You don't have to sit there and stand your ground and be like, no, I cannot allow him to do this. No, I can't do this. I won't allow him to do this. No, you can create new neutral ground and then get a complete whiff punish on the opponent. This is very important stuff to understand. Now, this is pretty much part 1. I will talk about part 2, where Kano has really good options off of his down 1. But for right now, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if this was very helpful. If you guys want more videos like this, let me know in the comment section down below. Love you guys. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace.